cider for effect. I don't know if you could hear that, but it was very crisp, let me reassure you. I do not have a script for this because it's a AMA, but I did draft up a small itty-bitty slideshow. Didn't hear it, crying. I can't redo it, it's opened. We cannot march backwards in time. But I did...
You fucked up the flow.
I did make a slideshow. So, just to go over, like, some basic rules and some basic information about me that people may or may not know. Because you can't AMA, you can't ask me anything if you're like, who the fuck is this guy? So, things to remember. Be respectful and keep it PG-13. There are kids, probably. You are being recorded. What you say on the internet lives forever. No pressure. And don't ask any identifying questions. My social security number for the people watching is 420-69-8008. And everyone can see the stream okay, right? Says we're still waiting for the stage to start. Oh, I wonder... give me one moment. I think it's because I didn't formally start the event. Let me do that.
You gonna start over?
No. Okay, everyone can see the stream A-okay? Excellent, good. If you cannot see the stream, speak now or forever hold your peace. You could already. Smiley face, excellent. Okay, so everything you need to know about me. Hi, my name is Auburn Canine Demon Dogstreet, and I have a long auburn red fur. That's how I got my name, with the black streaks and white tips that reaches my mid-back and icy black eye sockets like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Jed Wolfdog. I'm not related to the Backstreet Boys, but I wish I was, because they're major fucking hotties. I'm a weredoll, but my teeth cannot whistle. I have pale white skull, I'm also a bard, and I go to a magic school called Galpenny in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 28! I'm a Ritter, in case you couldn't tell, and I wear mostly nothing, because I'm a dog. I love Hot Topic, and I buy all my paw booties from there. For example, today I was wearing a black 4-paw booties with matching lace around it and a black leather miniskirt, pink fishnets, and black combat hind paw booties. I was wearing black collar, white bandana, black bow tie, and a red harness. I was walking outside Galpenny. It was snowing and raining, so there was no moon, which I was very happy about. A lot of preps stared at me. I put up my middle claw at them. Art by Nova, if you could not see that in the bottom. I'm being whacked by a shoe.
Yeah, I see Felid was asking fan drawing when, and
boom! Fan drawing now!
It's already there. Thanks
It's art. But, really, I'm a canine psychopomp who's been in the alter-human communities since 2014. Christ, it's been over 10 years. That's fucking horrifying. I'm also a Dole, I'm a Poochiana, and I'm an Eastern Dragon among some other things. And I'm one person in a 5-person multiple system with 3 dragons and a basilisk besides, me, the dog. I experience a full phantom body 24/7, 365 days of the week, which makes me feel like that picture right there. Which is so cool, thank you. For other stuff, so I'm a shiny Might-Yana/Poochiana. That's a psychological identity for me. I am a gold Eastern Dragon. And I have fiction flickers of Anjanith shifts from Monster Hunter. If you're familiar with that, it's the pink T-Rex. Pink and purple fluffy T-Rex.
They like to bite me when they have the Anjanith flicker.
Chomp. There are the common user icons for Dash, who is a basilisk. Noelle, who is a albino dragon. Me, who is a Dole. Drago's a red dragon, and Wyvern's a black dragon. I don't have pictures of them because they never talk to people.
They talk to me?
They talk to their husband. They don't talk to anybody else.
More than you all.
If you want to ask any questions about them, I will try to answer, and that is no problem. And Noelle is a cannibal. She requested that I put in that meme of her. for some of the stuff I've done in the Alter Human communities that you're totally free to ask me about, I've ran a lot of surveys. My biggest survey, I think, was the Alter Human and Relationship survey in 2024, with, I want to say, that had around 600 respondents, but don't quote me on that. I've published the Shenanigans comic, the games A Wolf in Man's Clothing, and Hidden Dragon Anxious Townsfolk. I organized Inky Paws from 2022 to 2024, and it will be coming back next year now that I've had a year to just chill. I've won NaNoWriMo a couple of times, and at the end of this year I will have done 11 lectures. I've also been a part of other projects, Radiant Obscurities, some of Nova's Draconides zines. I'm just around. You've seen me. I'm the co-owner of the Non-Human National Park Forum, with the other co-owner in the audience here. Say hi, Chimeras! I'm the founder of the Alter Human Archive, though that title means very, very little, because I'm gonna be honest, it's a group effort. It is a group effort. It is 1,000,000% a group effort. No rock allowed, but cannibalism is okay? Absolutely, yes. I can't eat a rock. I'm not that kind of dragon. And I'm the con-chair for the Centaurus Festival, which, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. We're the first week in March. I've been cited in a couple different things, dissertations and articles published in academia. There's a list there. I'm pretty sure there's more than that, but that's what I remembered off the top of my head when I was writing this. And other generic stuff about me. I'm poly, I'm trans, I'm non-binary, and I'm bisexual. As you guys already know, I'm in a throuple with House of Chimeras and Orion Scribner. I'm a musician. Drago is honestly the best musician in our system, but I'm a musician too. We play the oboe and alto saxophone, a little bit of ukulele and piano, and I'm hoping to pick up the hurdy-gurdy and bagpipes next. But don't ask me how to play those, I haven't picked them up yet. I have a degree in religious studies, I'm a scholar of religion, and by the end of this year I'll have a degree in data analytics, and hopefully that will enable me to go get my doctorate in religious studies. With luck, knock on wood. My favorite games are Minecraft, Tactical Breach Wizards, Stardew Valley, RimWorld, Oddworld Bunches Odyssey, and I play Magic the Gathering. Kind of. I'm red-green colorblind, and I walk with a cane due to my disabilities. I did stand-up comedy and acting for a bit in college. And I have 1,000,001 fucking hobbies. I am a fiend. I am unstoppable. I will learn hobbies until the day I die. I've been really into bookbinding specifically right now, but I do a lot. You want to be a religion scholar? Do it. Just do it. Hell yeah. Button making is fun as fuck.
Yes, they do play D&D.
I do play D&D. I haven't played it in a minute, but we had a game running for a very long time between us and our friends. And that's it! Yay! Okay, that's just the TLDR for everything you need to know about the Sol system. We are all now best friends. Congratulations. What?
Oh, you missed the question. You ignored a question.
It wasn't in the when did you learn / okay. Yeah, put your questions in panel questions. I have it open on my phone. It will be the best way for me to see the questions.
I see Exojaws asked, when did you learn or realize you're colorblind?
Oh, that's a funny story. Okay, so Thomas Thomas was there for that, actually. Do you want to tell the story?
So, it was a long time ago, and I don't remember exactly what video game we were playing. I believe it was the original Knights of the Old Republic.
It was Knights of the Old Republic, yes.
And I was yelling at Paige to go to this marker on the map or something, and they were like, there is no fucking marker on the map, and we just kept yelling at each other over it, and I was like, what is the problem? What is wrong with you? Until finally I realized they couldn't see it on the same background, and I had them take a colorblind test immediately, and they could, in fact, not see the number 86 surrounded by all of the other dots and the red and green colors, and I started cackling.
Yeah, I was 18 at the time, if I recall. 18 or 19. I'd been kicked out of my house and was living with Thomas's family. And we've always been gamers. Always. And and we were like about to throw hands over this fucking game. We were like, what are you talking about? And surprise, it turns out, yeah, we are colorblind. It just kind of...
They do have colorblind glasses that my mom got for them for one Christmas.
Yeah, oh, wow, seeing the Christmas tree lights with colorblind glasses, y'all got some fucking DLC vision, bruh. What are your thoughts on Deltarune? I haven't finished playing it. Me and Thomas are still playing it. My thoughts are I have managed to not get spoiled for it yet. Somehow. So I don't have thoughts yet. I'm sorry.
We've been playing Silksong.
We've been skonging it up with Silksong. We have. What's your favorite tabletop RPG system? I really like Delta Green. Delta Green is the one I've had the most fun playing with friends, I think. Personally. Pit Crawler is the one that I haven't played that I think is going to wind up being my favorite. And Pit Crawler's by Johnny Sims from
Rusty Quill.
From Rusty Quill. What is a thruple and why isn't Thomas part of it? So a thruple, that's another word for a triad. That's when three people are all dating each other in sort of a triangle sort of thing. Where I'm dating Kai, and Orion's dating Kai, and I'm dating Orion, and Chimera's is dating both of us. Like, you see how it goes. Thomas is only married to me. Thomas is not dating or in a relationship with Chimeras nor Orion, so...
I mean, I got my own separate thruple.
Yeah, he's got his own separate thruple.
I'm working with an entirely different group of people.
Yeah.
It's a whole bunch of geometry.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to have a graph at my job to explain my polycule to my coworkers so they think that I'm not just constantly cheating on my husband.
God, yeah. Lamau. So that's why Thomas isn't, like, in a thruple, but we are married, and... In my thruple, correction.
I have my own thruple.
Cooler
thruple. My thruple's better than your thruple.
Fight me. Battle thruple, go!
Just like in Pokemon.
Just like in Pokemon! So that's a thruple, and that's why Thomas... We usually use the term polycule because it encompasses everyone that everybody is dating. But for this, I was just talking about my thruple because my thruple is ultra-human. What made you want to get a religious studies degree? Oh, this is a fun story. So I went to college originally for marine biology because when I was younger, I really, really wanted to do something with animals. Wow. Fucking shocker. The ultra-human wants to do something with animals? Do bears shit in the woods? Is the Pope Catholic?
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
Does the Pope shit in the woods? So I was going to school for marine biology freshman year, and there was a class about I needed to fill in the space. I needed to fill in the space on my freshman year semester stuff, on my schedule. And there was a class about new religious movements, which was something I had never heard of before. I was raised, for the record, staunchly atheist. Like
Reddit atheist level obnoxious about it too.
Yeah, it was not a good time, and so I did escape a lot of weird niche sort of cultural Christian things that a lot of people who are ambiguously Christian or vaguely Christian kind of have. So I was like, that sounds kind of fun. I would really like to expand my knowledge about religion because I don't know jack nor shit. And I was taking the class, and as we're learning more about not just the new religious movements, but we're learning more about how religion isn't literally like the temples and the organizations, but how it's a lived everyday phenomena for how we understand ourselves and the world, and it's a constant not only in our species, but potentially even in other species. I was like, oh shit, this is it, man. Like, I thought people were kind of bullshitting me when they talked about how you, like, find something and you're like, oh, this is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life. But I had that moment in that class. I was like, this is it for me. And I switched my major and never looked back. How do you feel about your prominence, in my opinion, in the ultra-human community?
You should see the face they just made. The actual answer is they hate it. They appreciate it, but they hate it. That's the actual answer. They're gonna give their answer, but that's the actual answer.
I feel like it's undeserved. I don't feel like I have done enough to warrant the kind of the sort of prominence that you're talking about here. Because it's different than the kind of prominence I sometimes see other people get, where sometimes it feels a little bit like being put on a pedestal, and I haven't done that much. You know? Like,
Paige doesn't feel like they earned it. You just need to go on a quest.
A quest? I love quests! There are, like, Chimeras and Orion have done so much more than I have, comparatively. They have written, like, the books on Alter Humanity in a lot of ways, with the Otherkin timeline, and the Therian timeline, the Fictionkin timeline, and the personal writings that Kai System has done, and Theri there from Orion. And it feels weird for people to also treat me like I've done, like, monumental community-changing things, when comparatively, I really have not.
Hey, didn't you make a forum?
Any asshole can make a forum.
Didn't you make a forum that people actually like?
And run it in a way that isn't terrible.
Yeah.
Anybody can do that, though. Like, running a Discord...
I don't know, having standards is pretty hard on the internet.
There's a distinct tendency for people to do badly at it.
Damn, that's sad to
It is sad.
hear.
Hey, you guys, start forums and run them in ways that don't suck.
But yeah,
Or run them in ways that really suck to make Paige's forum look even better.
No! Do not do that! Holy shit, don't do that.
And then at the end be like, oh god, why didn't I follow the advice of Paige? Paige was so cool.
But I guess the TLDR is I feel like any prominence that I have is unearned, and we don't have leaders in this community anyway, and that's part of why a lot of my work, at least, like, a lot of my work now, not as much of my work 5 years ago, I'd say, but a lot of my work now focuses and revolves around giving other people the resources to do the same things. To, like, start a forum, to make a survey, to do a lecture, because, like, anybody can do it, but you just have to do it. You have to, like, take the first steps and kind of stumble into it. So that's why I've been really, like, on, like, encouraging people to write, encouraging people to talk to each other, build community, etc., etc. Psychopomp questions, because that's so cool to me and I never see you talking about it. How does your religious studies interplay with being a psychopomp? Where do you ferry spirits to in that practice, or do you just vaguely help them into the next place? Okay, this is complicated.
There's another question on
that question. And if it's not too controversial to ask, what's your worldview on how that works? Okay, so a secondary reason I went into religious studies was because I knew from 2016 onward that I was this weird dog with a cat tail and a skull and horns. A scrimshawed skull. I've never drawn out my scrimshaw, but my skull is scrimshawed. Because that feels just, like, way too personal to put out there. So a secondary reason I went into religious study, besides it being a passion, was I thought, oh, well, if I don't know what I am because I'm not, like, an American canine psychopomp, easy, I'll just study the world's psychopomps, and I'll have to be one of them.
Nope.
I was not one of them. Or at least I haven't found what I am, if so, and I've read so much on canine psychopomps and researched so much. So, that was how religious studies played into being a psychopomp for me. For me, I don't know where my species comes from. I don't know what we do. I don't have that innate information in me. Thomas is holding Onion up to the microphone in hopes of getting her to meow. Aww. I don't know if it caught that. But, so, for me, all I know regarding my psychopomp stuff is that I was probably the... Fuck, how do I explain it? if there are dogs you use to track something and dogs you use to bring something big down and drag it back, I was the latter from my build and how I look and my
Paige got
instinct.
hands.
Yeah,
Grabby hands.
I do kind of got grabby hands rather
Dragging
than
hands.
yeah, than paws, like than actual dog paws so much. But like beyond that, beyond what we can kind of glean from my instincts and stuff, I don't know how it works or what I was doing. It's a big old blank. I work with a lot of chthonic gods now. Not doing spirit work, funny enough. My work is more revolved around my hunting instincts and my archival and my history. But yeah, it's kind of embarrassing to just be like, but I don't know, and I'm not gonna make something up.
I can make it up for you.
You don't have to. I love you.
I'm gonna make it up for you right now.
Don't.
You work for Huitzilopochtli.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Do you like your cane? What's your favorite thing about it? I don't have a really good cane right now. I have the foldable canes for ease of access. I mean, I do have a good cane, but it's a wooden dragon cane that the Pink Mafia in Tennessee gifted me when one of their fixers saw I was a little homeless queer and taught me how to cook.
I miss her. She was cool.
She was great. And I have some follow-up questions. That's fair. You can ask him. But that's like that's my nice wooden cane with an unknown and mysterious backstory that I don't take outside. I just like how easy it makes it for me to get around, how much it reduces my pain. If you are ever debating, if anybody in this audience is ever debating using a mobility aid, like, look me in my eye sockets. Use the fucking mobility aid. If you're debating trying a cane, try a fucking cane. If it makes it easier for you to get around, excellent. The aid is to aid you. Exactly. Thank you, Locust. Delta Green, what's it about? Delta Green is a tabletop roleplay game setting where you are investigating happenings in the, what was it, 1960s America. It has a lot of Eldritch influence. It has a lot of horror influence. It's very fun. You can Google it. I strongly suggest you do. If you like Stardew Valley, have you played Fields of Mystria? You can date a dragon. I have not, but now I will.
Hi.
If you like D&D, have you played Monster of the Week? Like the style of session? Because we have done Monster of the Week. We did it for a bit, right?
No, I have a feeling that's actually a tabletop game.
Oh, if that's a specific tabletop game, then no. Can I send you a video about a weird bookbinding? Yes, please do. I'd love it. 4. Imagine an egg. Now give it a hat. What kind of egg did you imagine?
The dragon stays a dragon. Hell yeah. Turns into a human otherwise. That's lame.
What hat did you give it? Chicken egg, top hat. Probably says a lot about me. Also, yeah, it's always good to see you too. What does being a dragon feel like for us? Does it differ between headmates? Yes, it does. So, I am a Eastern dragon. I have a noodly body, very long. I have whiskers. I have whiskers and I have antlers. I actually just shed my antlers, about a week or two ago, I want to say.
3 weeks.
3 weeks ago, okay. I shed my antlers 3 weeks ago, so now I'm really off balance when I have my Draconic Phantom shifts, because I expect to move my head in a way, and it doesn't. It's weird. Noelle is more lithe, so she is... Lithe? Oh, I've only ever read that word.
Legally.
I'm more wiggly than Noelle. Drago is much bulkier and bigger. Thick. For me, being a dragon feels more like being a force of nature, for lack of a better way to phrase it. I don't really know how to quite put it.
They can cause hurricanes in their mindscape.
Yeah. It's... I have a more important relationship to the environment and biosphere around me as a dragon than, like, Noelle, Drago, and Wyvern do. Noelle, Drago, and Wyvern are a lot more stereotypical Western-type dragons. They have, like, issues with draconic pride that they've worked through, And
Mhm.
Noelle especially had like misanthropy that she's worked through over the years. That has never really tied into my Dracondi in the same way it did hers. Where she had to unpack that. Fellow bisexual, name a hot celebrity and or fictional character you care about. Light Yagami did everything wrong and deserves worse.
I think that was more of a name one you want to screw, not one you want to shove in a Tupperware container full of razor blades and shake it.
He is my favorite little blurbo. That man deserves to be put in the Tupperware with the razor blades and shook it.
Okay, but name a hot one.
A hot
Because
one.
it was hot celebrity and or
I'm
fictional.
asexual! Give me a second.
You are not asexual.
I'm on the ace spectrum. Give me a sec.
They are not on the ace spectrum.
Hot fictional character. I can think of a hot fictional character.
One type I can't read. Oh, Harrowhark is... She's emaciated.
I have a thing for necromancers, and it's your fault.
She's emaciated. I mean, don't misunderstand me. I also would, hit on her, but more of a, platonic way where it's like, damn, gotta hook that girl up.
I have not seen Death Note the musical. Don't tell anyone I'm a fake fan! Okay, question. You're a shiny Mightyena, but is Mightyena also your favorite Pokemon, plus what's your favorite shiny? Mightyena is not my favorite Pokemon. I am only a Mightyena due to reading a comic. There's
a Harrowhark in the chat?
Ah!
Hey!
Sorry, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Oh God.
Girl!
Okay.
I also like bones.
My favorite Pokemon that I have is my Charizard from 2005, 2006, from Fire Red that I've carried through every Pokemon game, because he was my first starter, so I'm biased. He is, old enough to vote, and that fucks me up. He's older than most of my siblings, which fucks me up. My favorite shiny... I don't know. I don't think I have a favorite shiny, truth be told. Magikarp, strong contender, though.
They only said that because they saw my Magikarp sitting next to the computer monitor. I have a Magikarp card that
I enjoy gold shinies because I am a gold shiny. Like, I won't lie to you. Beyond that, favorite Pokemon that isn't, sentimental, Porygon. Porygon is, perfect in every way. I don't like Porygon's evolutions. Porygon did not need to be improved upon. Porygon was already the pinnacle of Pokemon, and you can't change my mind.
You are totally wrong. Porygon Z glitching is hilarious.
Suck my dick.
I thought this was a PG-13 chat.
Shut up.
I mean, I could say my normal response to that, but
Don't. Oh, do you want a sip of cider? It's very good.
No, it's okay.
Are you spiritual/religious? Yes, incredibly so, which always surprises people. No one I talk to, ever really expects that offline, but I am incredibly spiritual and religious, both.
Paige is a devout member of the Christian Orthodox Church.
No, I'm not. You know I'm not! Has your education in religious studies informed or related to your understanding of or interaction with alter humanity and or the alter human community, and if so, how? Yes. Okay. So, we all need a hater like Thomas in our lives. So, God, where do I even fucking begin? My capstone for my religious studies bachelor was on otherkin, specifically. It was on anti-otherkin, and how anti-otherkin are a reflection of the greater societal zeitgeist around our perceptions of religion, and what it means to be religion, and what are the correct ways to do religion. And how what we can learn from them is fundamentally that society's understanding of religion is fucking racist as hell. Like, holy shit, it is horrible and racist and awful, and I can't escape this knowledge, and I'm going to burden all of you with it. I broke down my capstone for my first OtherCon lecture. If you actually ever want to go look it up, it is out there. It's called Anti-Otherkin, a symptom of another problem. Of a greater problem. It's from OtherCon 2020? 2021? One of those two. And, like, I think that the Alter Human community, we can be deeply religious, but we are not a religion, and religion is not an inherent aspect of our community. And that is something that academics so often fuck up. Specifically, those 3 academics from Australia. I don't remember their names, but they in particular fuck this up more than anybody else.
The guys who made Silksong?
No, not the guys who made Silksong. They're perfect, and they've never done anything wrong. Hopefully. Hopefully that comment does not age well. Or does not age poorly.
Yay.
But, I think that understanding religion and understanding how religion in my specific field, as how I understand it. That aged like milk, stop that now! Has helped me better understand the ways that people are alter human, experience alter humanity, interact with the community, build community. Can you not eat super sour things next to the microphone? Stop it. If that makes sense. If you're a dog, do you like fetch quests? No, I hate them. Do you talk to people, strangers I mean, about your alter humanity? If so, how do people usually react? I am public about being alter human. I am public about being a non-human. I am public about being plural. People usually react really well, to be honest. I don't think I've ever actually had an outright negative reaction to my face, because people are fucking cowards, to be quite frank with you. And because I mean, I'm a pretty friendly little guy. This isn't me bragging. I'm just genuinely kind of a friendly little dude. So I like to think I also come across in the way I talk about myself as very interactable. Like, very easy to engage with. Easy to talk to about that. And be like, oh, okay, that's neat, that's interesting, you do you. So, people usually don't react badly. I've had at least a couple occasions where someone realized they were alter human, they were a plural system, or that they were non-human because of me.
That was funny.
That was funny.
That dude GTFO'd out of this reality and left a fox girl in charge of his body.
I cannot blame him. What would you recommend doing a lecture on if you have no ideas? Non-human because of you, you TF people? Yeah, watch out! Look out, it's me! I will turn you into a bug! Ho ho ho! What would I recommend doing a lecture on if you have no ideas? Jokey question, but only kinda would you be weirded out if I found your species giving me kin feels? It's strange seeing you, makes my brain buzz in a way I can't name. Joke way to say that, can I kin you? Oh no! My thing went down. Okay. So for the first question, what would I recommend doing a lecture on if you have no ideas? Some great ways to get ideas that I've found is, and this is a great cheat code, I think, for a lot of things. What lecture do you wish you could see in the community? What is, like, your dream lecture that you would want someone to write about? Alternatively, what are your favorite things to talk about in relation to your alter humanity? What really lights your brain up? What gets you, like, so excited and so hype? Use those 2 starting points to kind of jump into an idea that, like, inspires you. Something that me and my friend Pale talked about many, many years ago that I've never gotten around to doing an event on was how cool it would be to, at one of the conventions, have a writing workshop, like a 3-day writing workshop, where we all get together and we, like, you know, a bunch of people write one thing a day, get together, read their stuff out loud to each other, critique it, go back, write another thing the next day, and then do the same for all 3 days of the convention, and then submit the edited pieces at the end of the convention into a zine. That was like an idea we were really excited for, and we had. And it never lifted off the ground, but like it originally came from this desire to get more people writing and to like get people inspired to write and excited to write and to get to hear more from people too. It was, I guess you could say, it was kind of the beginning of the just right phenomena with that kind of got snowballed with the existence of the conventions. So yeah, that's my recommendation for doing a lecture. If you have no ideas, you can find the ideas. They are within you. I believe in you. And if you find my species giving you kin feels, I would recommend, because there's no name for what I am. There is no name. There's nothing. But I can recommend some things for you to look into. My species looks almost 1-to-1 like this is going to sound very weird. Have you played Minecraft?
Wow.
Have you played Minecraft, and have you played the Born in Chaos mod? If you have, the Born in Chaos mod has a specific creature, I should say, called the Nightmare Stalker. And it sounds almost identical to the point where I seriously debated, like, just taking the name and being like, yeah, that's what I am. Because it is genuinely, like, so 1-to-1.
You are older than that mod, though.
But I'm older than the mod and stuff, so I didn't bother. And I'm already established as, like, a generic Canine Psychopomp. So, I'm going to, yeah. Thank you, Pandora. So, like, that's something you could use to, like, call yourself. That's basically the same thing. I've also seen some people who look functionally identical to me, who just term themselves as hellhounds. I've seen people who look identical to me, who have called themselves black dogs.
Yeah, we got an Enderman in the chat.
Ooh. So, like, if you look at my kin type and you go, oh, fuck, that looks like me, unfortunately, I don't have, like, anything you can use name-wise to describe yourself. That's like, an individual journey, but, like, those are some things, like Hellhound, Black Dog, and then the Barghest. I've never seen someone who looks like me call themselves the Barghest, but you probably could. Skulldog, another catch-all term. Church.
Is the correct pronunciation of that? Does anyone here know? Some of you guys should know.
Church Grim.
Church Grim.
Yeah, Church Grims. I usually don't see Church Grims with horns, is the thing. So if you have horns, people may be a little confused, but you can probably get away with it. That's part of why I coined the term Fulcan Terra, because I'm a Canine Psychopomp Fulcan Terra. Where Fulcan Terra, part of that is because people use so many different terms for Canine Psychopomps. And they're not interchangeable, but sometimes people will see one type of Canine Psychopomp and call it another type, because that second type is what they're familiar with in their local mythology, in their folklore, in where they live, where they grew up. And that's how it's pronounced. Yes, it is pronounced Fulcan Terra. So, you can do whatever you want forever. TLDR, I guess. You can do whatever you want forever. Thoughts on bees? I may or may not be deathly allergic to them. We don't know. But they're very cute, and I did want to pick up beekeeping as a hobby when I was in college. But I didn't, because I may or may not be deathly allergic. Also, yes, Talon, you spelled it correctly. Any favorite dishes to cook or eat? My favorite dish to eat is lamb chops. I love lamb chops.
Dangerously so. If you get your hand near them when they're eating lamb chops, they'll growl at you.
Yeah.
I was warned that I might lose a finger.
I fucking love lamb chops.
I won't post it because it's a photo of actually them, but 1 year on my anniversary with them...
It was our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah, my boyfriend made us lamb chops. and instead of using the silverware, they grabbed it with their bare hands and dug into it. So I have a photo of them looking like one of the velociraptors from Jurassic Park with a hunk of meat.
Yeah. My favorite dish to cook is really, it's fried rice, in a wok over fire. I haven't done it in many years because I no longer work at a Pan-Asian restaurant. But there is something so fun and so cool and so satisfying about having your coworker crouching beneath you with his phone up so he can catch a video of that like perfect arc of fried rice. You know what I mean when you do the you can't see what I'm gesturing. When you do the wrist flick and it's like that perfect surf wave. It's so fun. It's so fun to cook. What's it like being a dog living with a cat? I grew up with cats. Like my dad. I grew up with big cats, in fact, like actual big cats. Cuz my dad and his tigers, they weren't his, he was just assisting. I worry that that's too much. Wait, the tiger story. Yeah, my dad had foster tiger cubs and just kind of left me in the house with them. Surely this had no long-lasting effect. There were photos in my baby album of me with the tiger cubs. Looking back, I'm like, there was also a fox. Maybe we can blame the Dole stuff on that. That would be kind of funny, wouldn't it? But it was a fennec fox. It wasn't a red fox.
I like the silly ears.
They do got silly ears. Did you gradually become more open about your alter humanity or take certain steps to get there? Kind of. So when I was in high school, I wasn't public about it because I was in high school. Because I was a kid. In an abusive household. It's not the most ideal time to be open about that. When I was kicked out and living with Thomas, and then we went to college together. I was open once I was an adult in college. My first steps were to like just joke about it with people. Like as a freshman, I would just make otherkin and Therian jokes using the words otherkin and Therian. You know, like that's actually how I met at least like one other alter human on campus. Where I made a shitty joke about otherkin. And they were like, if you were an animal, wouldn't you be a Therian? And I was like, oh shit, it was really funny. So once I did that, we founded a otherkin club on campus, and from there it was just, full speed ahead. As a psychopomp, do you feel closer to death or the in-between? The in-between, I'd say. Very much the in-between. I feel like as a psychopomp, because I primarily work with chthonic deities, you would expect me to feel closer to death, but I don't. I mostly feel closer to the line, I guess, in between life and death. Being dead doesn't bother me. But man, the act of dying is gonna suck, and that does bother me. So, yeah, lots of complicated feelings about death as a psychopomp. What's your favorite thing about being poly? Oh my god. Everything! A lot of which I can't mention on here.
Hi.
I love having multiple partners. I love being able to be in love with multiple people who are all wonderful and amazing. And
I'm actually not wonderful and amazing. I am terrible Batman, and I'm going to hide an ice cube in your shoes later.
He's a stinky human. This is why you should never date a human. No, I'm kidding.
I got a little spritz bottle when they're mean to me.
I never thought I could do polyamory when I was in high school, but as an adult, I love being polyamorous. I love getting to lay in bed with both my partners, just kind of snuggling up to me while we all fuck around on our phones. Or I love getting to go out to dinner with all my people and having like everybody in the house. And God, I don't know. It's a poly W. It really is. I feel so fucking lucky to live in this warehouse and to have so many awesome fucking people in my life. I am the luckiest son of a bitch alive.
That wasn't a warehouse pun, by the way. We live in a completely refurbished warehouse.
We do not live in a refurbished warehouse.
I stole it from a local Lowe's.
We didn't. That was a WERE house. Thank you.
I just used some, reinforced steel beams and varnished floors and, just put a second floor in. You have to use a forklift to get up here, though.
I am forklift certified. Hello. That's true. I am forklift certified.
They're not.
That's what? Fuck you, I am. I drove forklifts for too many years to not be able to claim this. What does ferrying souls look like for you? How did you find out you were one? I have never ferried a soul. At least in this life. Correction. Because I really think as a psychopomp, I didn't ferry so much as I dragged back to hell. If you catch my drift here. Based on my build and based on my instincts. Ferrying sounds so much nicer.
Sometimes Paige just kind of grabs me when I'm walking by and I think they want to drag me down.
Yeah,
kind of like when a shark just picks you up with their teeth and they're like, hello.
Oh, who's my surfboarder that looks like a seal? How I found out I was one was... So, really, there's only so many things you can be with this combination of stuff. Like, factually. A dog, relationship with chthonic spirits that just seem to naturally gravitate towards them and like them a lot. Skull for a face. And other abilities besides. Like, my kin type can just kind of sink into the shadows of something and disappear. And reappear in other shadows, and... kind of invisible, sort of. It's hard to explain.
You can also hold the skull and the body goes away. They just become a skull.
Yeah, and
that's because they don't have a body. They're just the skull.
Yeah, the body is, like, made out of shadow. It's not, like, technically...
They don't have skin.
The same as, like, a corporeal dog.
I'd like to wear them like a hat.
You're a fucking necromancer coded.
Big skull equal free hat.
Free hat! We love free hats. Thomas, can you alas for your account?
I would totally do that, except I would then end the speech by, like, spiking them into a thing of gelatin.
Can't believe he would do this to me. Betrayal. Betrayal of the highest.
Alas, poor husband. Covered in jello, are you? Wadonk.
Wadonk. So, yeah, and part of how I found out a lot of this out was because, like, A, religious studies degree, and B, talking with other psychopomps, like, Dove with Scales, and others besides, who I spoke with, about, like, hey, these are experiences, what am I? That type thing. Where you talk to enough people and you're like, you kind of put the puzzle together. Dragons, are you all each tied to any specific concept, element, aspect, etc.? I am strongly tied to thunder, lightning, thunderstorms.
And the ocean a bit.
And a little bit the ocean, a little bit. Mostly thunder, lightning, storms.
I think there was some type of weather spirit.
Yeah. It's possible, I don't know. I just live here.
You cause hurricanes. And you shapeshift. And you can grow to the size of a mountain.
I mean, what, you can't? Skill issue?
It's pretty par for the course for Eastern-style dragons, though.
Yeah, they're all fucking bullshit and have like 4 billion powers.
He's
Yokai
jealous.
Fountain bitch.
He's jealous because we're cooler than him.
Really, I'm the guy who's dating a ton of dragons. Haha, got kissed by a dragon. Get fucked, nerds.
But, Drago and Wyvern, I wouldn't say are tied to any specific, like, concept or element or anything. Wyvern is a...
She big dragon. She big dragon. She like deep water. She doesn't just breathe fire. She also spits acid, and she can do both at the same time for some horrific caustic chemical that's really super dangerous because it's flammable. And we're pretty sure that her love for cold showers somehow relates to the fact that she really likes to be freezing all the time.
Yeah, we think wyvern might be the dragon equivalent to a 200-foot long leopard seal. If that makes sense to you guys.
She liked to be in the Arctic, swim around.
She is.
She also loves eggs. This is unrelated, or potentially deeply related.
She loves to eat eggs. It's her favorite food, hands down. Don't know what that means, and that's scarier to think about than to not.
Noelle doesn't have an elemental affinity, but she sure does like blood.
She breathes fire.
She breathes fire. Drago also breathes fire.
Yeah, but that's basic.
Basic. Penguin delicious snack. Put penguin in leopard seal mouth. Leopard seal mouth safe place for penguin.
And Drago does have an affinity for shiny things. Even more. Drago's like the most basic dragon of dragons.
Drago, I love Drago. He's red with a gold underbelly and gold horns and black spikes. And I love him, but he is very basic.
He would definitely put up his middle fingers at preps.
He would put up his middle fingers at prep.
That would imply that he was awake enough to notice them.
Yeah, he likes to sleep.
He just likes to lay around and sleep. Fun fact, he calls me his treasure and lays on top of me and I'm not allowed to move.
Classic dragon behavior. Feelings about wild hunts. A lot of really complicated feelings that I haven't worked out.
They want to hunt stuff. They want to hunt stuff. They really want to hunt stuff.
You're really good at catching anoles.
They deeply love to chase small animals.
I thought they meant the wild hunt, like capital
Yeah, they mean the
TWH.
wild hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my feelings are, oh man, I hope that, do you ever look at something and you go, man, I hope that's not related to me. I'll have to sort that out one day, but I have to pay rent right now. I'll think about it later. That's kind of how I feel about the wild hunt sometimes.
I think you'd be very fun feral in the woods.
Well, I mean, Fae and Chthonic is kind of a thinner line that I think people often discuss. And
I mean, especially when you're
it does involve weird dogs.
Wild Hunt does involve weird dogs.
Kushi is
there's one specific regional variant that looks like me, but the tail is braided and they lack the horns.
Notably, I would like to say that giant bullshit yokai river spirits are a wonderful mix of Fae and Chthonic in literally every sense of the world.
Thomas's running theory is that I am an Asian dragon that was cosplaying as a Psychopomp and then got amnesia and forgot that it was a cosplay. That is Thomas's running theory.
I stand by this because I think the power scaling makes more sense for giant shape-shifting bullshit with 4 billion powers to be able to turn into dog.
My husband is allowed to be wrong, and this is one of those occasions.
How you doing, Mr. No Antlers?
Leave me alone! Don't be mean to me!
You shake your head and drop anything lately?
Haha. Very funny. All you guys can laugh until one of your phantom limbs fucking just pops off. Like a fucking anole with a tail.
You look like a teenage deer.
Mix unantlered ass.
Thomas, you're not terribly antlerful yourself. That you know of. You don't know what type of hat I wear.
You're an ortho-human. You wear no hat. Your head is empty of hat and brain cells.
The empty head is more useful for sin.
Lizard-based dragon casually losing tail when seeing Noelle. Honestly, yeah.
Noelle would probably stop for the dropped tail, but mostly so she could beat you with the tail.
Like a, Devil Joe style or something, she would. Love Noelle. She's a vicious little asshole sometimes.
I like her. She likes to stab things. I like my knifey wifey.
I also want you guys to know that for this AMA, I literally brought out all my religious studies textbooks because I was so anxious. I was like, what if they ask me a question that I don't know the answer of, but I have?
Hey, Paige, explain the numinous.
Don't you fucking... It's like if you were in an alleyway and Jesus came out of a door and just socked you in the face.
I thought if Buddha mugged you with a knife.
It's both. The numinous... That's the numinous.
Except with love, too. Yeah, knifey wifey, that's my wife.
Yeah, that's what he calls Noelle, knifey wifey, because she is very sharp. She's very spiky. Jesus is just like that. I think that's not true.
It is when you're a moneylender.
But, that's literally how my professor explained the numinous to us in class when it first got brought up. It was like, well, it's if you were walking down a dark alleyway and a glowing Buddha came out of nowhere and just fucking mugged you. And I was like, okay, I don't get it, but alright. I get it now, but... You want a sip, Orion?
Yes.
Passing my cider to my boyfriend. Alright, so we have officially gone through all the questions.
No.
Wyvern is Joanna. I don't know who that is.
Jolene. Sorry, what? What's Joanna?
Oh, thank you. Oh, okay, I see.
Egg.
Egg.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I would have to, in conclusion, yes.
Except big.
Big, very
Really
big.
Big.
So
big wife.
fucking big.
What's your favorite quality in a woman? Physically larger than me.
Anglerfish coated. How old is Onion and how adorable is she on a scale from yes to all? Onion is, let's see, it's 2025. She's like, what, 3, 4?
I don't know, we did just kind of like get her.
Yeah, that's the thing. We just kind of
She's
got
still
her.
kitten, though, so
She was still a little baby.
She was baby. She still is baby, but now she's like a middle-aged baby.
Middle-aged baby. Yeah, I think Onion's 3 or 4. She's still a pretty young cat.
And we hope she lives to 30.
Yeah, she's going to live to 30. She is perfect and adorable and has never done anything wrong in her life.
And it's strictly indoors only.
Except for waking me up this morning when she could have woken up Thomas and making me come downstairs.
She snuggled me all night, and she was very cute, and I did wake up briefly in the morning when she licked my face.
Oh.
But then she left, and I went back to bed, and I did briefly hear you complaining when you were having to feed her in the morning.
I was upstairs, I in Orion's room this morning, like I went to bed up there. So this cat had to trek all the way upstairs, claw open the door, hop into bed, and then start slapping me at 7 a.m. when her father was right there next to the kitchen in our bedroom. Like, bro, the fuck?
It's because she loves me more than Paige.
Crying.
She does. I'm the favorite human.
Thomas is the favorite human. These are facts, actually.
I'm dad, and everyone else is spare human. Oh, to answer the second question, she is the most adorable. Everyone. All-encompassing. Like some type of god of cuteness. Those who do not find my cat cute shall be sacrificed.
Sorry, audience, you heard how it goes.
You don't get a choice. Love my cat. Or else.
I don't know where Onion ran off to, speaking of tiny cats.
I'm gonna go find her and bother her.
Alright. What is the appropriate amount of love for her? Infinite love. What if I adore your cat instead? Also acceptable. Okay, so with that, does anyone have any last minute questions? Because we are hitting 5:30. How is Paige? Paige is doing good. Paige really needs to get their lecture stuff done for the Kinsona panel on Sunday. Be there or be square. Please. Why is Paige? I don't. I'll let you know when I find out. Does she still have weapons? Yes, Onion does still have weapons. Our other name for her is Baby Knife Hands.
She's got knife hands. I have the cat. I brought her back.
Yep.
Onion, meow into the microphone for the people, for the animals.
You gonna meow? Nah. Slow blinks. She's slow blinking at you guys, though.
I want knife hands. You can have knife hands. All you need is duct tape and a little can-do attitude.
I would sort moss by color, also, for that question.
No, you sort moss by flavor.
Incorrect. Divorced. The wedding's off.
They're having the moss argument again. I fucking hate it here.
Do y'all want another cat? We actually, I know that's a joke, we have been debating getting Onion a little sibling because we are worried that even though there are many humans in this home, that she gets lonely since we all kind of work similar hours and she's just a little baby and I don't know. We've been thinking about it.
I want to get her a little brother that's a kitten that slaps the shit out of her so she know what it's like to deal with herself.
The current game plan is for a black cat that will be named Thomas.
Bloodstone Commander Egress.
Or Iggy for short.
Which, yes, is a solo leveling reference. I read the manga when it was first coming out, and then it got really popular, and I didn't expect it. I mean, I just liked it because I like necromancers that stab people. Shout out to that Harrow Hark in the crowd.
I'm so sorry I missed your Q&A. I was watching movies with a cute girl. Hell yeah, Poppy! Hell yeah! I've never heard of a better reason to miss my Q&A.
Go get that girl, Poppy.
Yeah, Poppy, go be gay! Bison just barging into the room like Tokyo Drift style. Sorry, I was being gay!
I imagined it as Ben 10 instead.
Equally funny, honestly.
Well, that's also in character.
Yeah. She treats you like a puppy, not a bison. Aw, that's cute. Gotta change that O in your name to a U, dude. Oh, hi, Onion. Hi, are you gonna meow again? You will not meow for the people. She's like, I won't do it.
She doesn't know what the microphone is.
She's like, why are you holding me up like this, Dad? Alright. It is 5:32. I think I've answered all the questions. I think we're good. I'm going to go ahead and wrap stuff up. I don't want to go over it all if I can help it. So thank you guys so much for coming. I really enjoyed just getting to talk with y'all and Thomas and Orion. It was a lot of fun.